Hello, this is a small demonstration regarding uh, the blood pressure apparatus. We have here uh, a manual BP apparatus. It is a mercury based sphygmomanometer. It's an old one. Okay. There are three main components. This is the sphygmomanometer. This is mercury down here. There is a rubber bladder enclosed in an extensible cuff here made up of cloth. There is a this third part, a rubber balloon which helps inflate the cuff, and a control valve which is used to deflate. Okay, now we'll just demonstrate how blood pressure is measured. Okay, usually its pressure is measured, is made to lie down in a supine position so that this apparatus sphygmomanometer is at the level of heart. Even while sitting, usually on the table, it is at the level of heart. So if this is a table, if we are made to sit, this level should be parallel to your heart's level. This is how we tie the cuff. Tubings should usually be on the upper part, on the upper side. This is how the tubing is connected. This is the control valve. We tighten it and then inflate. Okay. Just as we start inflating, the mercury here it starts to rise up. Okay, we inflate it till we start hearing the third sound up to the maximum level, and then with the help of a stethoscope or by palpating the radial artery, we can hear the sounds quite clearly. The point at which we hear a loud thud is where we say that it is a systolic blood pressure, and just as we start deflating it, after we hear the sound, the level at which the sound disappears is the diastolic blood pressure. Okay, thank you.
We are into integrated teaching session number 2. Dr. Nayanesh has already shown you how to demonstrate blood pressure. Now what I am going to show you how Viva will proceed. Okay, you have reached Viva table and examiner will ask you, okay, how you record blood pressure. Of course, you will explain theoretically how you record the blood pressure because you have been just shown by Dr. Nayanesh. Now, what is next step? He will ask you about carotid sinus and carotid body. Look here, carotid sinus is a dilated portion. This is dilated portion. So carotid sinus acts as a baroreceptor. Remember, carotid sinus can be SAQ also. I'm just magnifying this area. Carotid sinus, carotid body, division of common carotid artery. Now, carotid sinus is a short answer question as well as Viva question. आपको सेम पॉइंट्स बताने हैं जो आप शॉर्ट आंसर क्वेश्चन में बताएंगे, वही आपको वाइवा में बताना है. Number 1, it is baroreceptor. Number 2, it is mechanoreceptor. Number 3, it senses blood pressure. I am repeating bit slow. It is baroreceptor, it is mechanoreceptor, it senses blood pressure. 3-finger technique. I am repeating again. It is baroreceptor, it is mechanoreceptor, it senses blood pressure. You may add about its nerve supply. It is supplied by branch of glossopharyngeal nerve. So carotid sinus is a baroreceptor supplied by glossopharyngeal now, or I want student to read about carotid body because it is a chemoreceptor and how it controls blood pressure. Look at the question mark. How carotid body controls blood pressure, because same question can be asked on carotid body. But remember, 1 mark you will get common because both are supplied by glossopharyngeal now. I'm repeating again and again. Carotid sinus and carotid body, they are supplied by glossopharyngeal now. I'm repeating again. Carotid sinus, carotid body, both are supplied by glossopharyngeal now. So in short, how Viva will proceed? Yes, examiner will ask, that is integrated point, how you record blood pressure. Of course, in last lecture you have been shown stethoscope. These are basic points for clinical. And then examiner will ask, okay, tell me about carotid sinus, or he may ask, tell me about carotid body. Of course, these both, I am encircling them, these both, carotid sinus and carotid body, these both can be asked as short answer question. And of course, examiner may ask you about carotid body or carotid sinus. दोनों में एक point common है. Look at one finger technique now. That is, they are supplied by glossopharyngeal now. They are supplied by glossopharyngeal now. They are supplied by glossopharyngeal now. I am repeating 4 times. They are supplied by glossopharyngeal now. तो दोनों में एक चीज common है. Sometimes examiner may ask the applied anatomy of carotid body, that is tumor, that is usually benign. I hope you understand the difference between benign tumor and malignant tumor. Benign tumor and malignant tumor. Benign tumor and malignant tumor. That's all. Then examiner may proceed. Okay, tell me the branches of external carotid artery or internal carotid artery. So from blood pressure, Viva will approach to carotid body from carotid sinus, and from there Viva may approach to external carotid artery, internal carotid artery. Just remember important branches of external carotid artery: facial, lingual, superior thyroid, posterior auricular, occipital, maxillary, superficial temporal, and ascending pharyngeal. There are 8 branches, but I want student not to commit number, because generally student commits the number. There are 8 branches of external carotid artery. No need to commit the number. Just go on telling the branches of common carotid artery: facial, lingual, superior thyroid, posterior auricular, occipital, maxillary, superficial temporal. Of course, maxillary and superficial temporal are terminal branches, and ascending pharyngeal. Internal carotid artery branches, rarely it gives branch in the neck. The branches are given ahead. That we shall discuss along with circle of Willis. I hope how Viva will proceed. I am a bit slow, I'll repeat. First, examiner will ask you how to record blood pressure. This is basic question, and of course, Dr. Nainesh has shown you the demonstration of blood pressure. Then he will proceed to carotid sinus, carotid body, and then he may ask you on external carotid artery and internal carotid artery. I hope the purpose of video is clear to you.